Hello everyone, welcome back to channel. I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to dive into one of the most transformative concepts in Stoic philosophy, gratitude. We live in a fast-pacing world where we're often told to go after more and more. We strive for bigger houses, better jobs, and endless possessions. But in the process, we often forget to pause and appreciate what we already have. We rarely take the time to reflect on the abundance we possess at this very moment. Stoicism, however, teaches us that true fulfillment comes not from external acquisitions, but from cultivating an attitude of gratitude. It isn't about seeking things outside ourselves, but instead embracing what's already part of our lives, regardless of how large or small it may seem. So let's explore how practicing gratitude in line with Stoic philosophy can change your mindset, elevate your perspective, and lead you to a more peaceful, contented life. If you think about it, our world tends to encourage us to chase more success, more material wealth, more attention. We often forget to appreciate the smaller things. But Stoic philosophers were keenly aware that true happiness and peace come from within, not from external circumstances. A key element of their teachings is the idea of focusing on what you can control. In the hustle and bustle of life, it's easy to forget this simple but powerful principle. Gratitude is one of the most effective ways to refocus our minds and bring us back to a state of peace, regardless of the outside world. To understand why gratitude is so central to Stoic philosophy, let's take a moment to revisit the core ideas of Stoicism itself. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that emphasizes living in accordance with nature, practicing virtue, and cultivating rational thinking. It teaches that we cannot control the events that happen to us in life, but we can control how we react to them. This core belief has profound implications when it comes to gratitude. The Stoics believed that by learning to appreciate what we have and by understanding that external circumstances are fleeting and beyond our control, we could live lives of peace and resilience. They didn't just talk about gratitude as an abstract concept. They practiced it every day, and that practice became a path to tranquility. For the Stoics, gratitude isn't just about feeling thankful when good things happen. It's about a conscious, ongoing reflection on everything we experience, whether it is good or bad. It's about seeing the value in every experience, every person, every challenge, and every moment. Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of appreciating what we already have, rather than endlessly wishing for more. In his meditations, he wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." This simple daily reminder of gratitude grounds us in the present moment. In our daily lives, we may practice gratitude for the obvious blessings, our family, our health, our home, our work. But Stoicism teaches us to take this practice a step further. It urges us to be thankful for the difficulties and struggles we face too. According to Stoic thinking, hardships are opportunities for growth, opportunities to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. When we face adversity, instead of lamenting over it, we can choose to view it as a challenge that allows us to develop greater virtue. After all, it's through adversity that we find our true character, our inner strength, and our ability to remain at peace in difficult circumstances. Think of how many times we've encountered a challenge that, at the moment, felt overwhelming or difficult. Yet, looking back, we can often see that those very challenges were the ones that shaped us into who we are today. This is the essence of Stoic gratitude, acknowledging that every experience, good or bad, has value and plays a role in our personal development. By being grateful for our challenges, we learn to approach them with a calm, rational mindset, instead of reacting impulsively or with frustration. The Stoics believed that hardship isn't an obstacle to happiness, but a part of life that, when embraced, can lead to greater wisdom. A key aspect of Stoic philosophy is understanding the distinction between what we can control and what we cannot. We can control our thoughts, our actions, and our attitudes, but we cannot control the external world, the actions of others, or the unpredictable nature of life. When it comes to gratitude, this distinction is incredibly important. We can choose to be grateful for the things that are within our control, our ability to think clearly, to make wise decisions, to act with kindness and compassion, to develop virtue. In doing so, we bring about a sense of inner peace, even in the midst of chaos or difficulty. Gratitude for what we can control helps us detach from the endless pursuit of things outside our reach and focus on the cultivation of our own inner strength and wisdom. Let's take a deeper look at this idea. It's easy to be grateful when life is going well, when things are flowing smoothly and everything seems to be aligning. But what about when things aren't going as planned? What about the unexpected challenges, the obstacles that seem to come out of nowhere, or the moments when we feel overwhelmed by circumstances? This is where Stoicism truly shines. Stoic philosophers teach us to be grateful not only for the good things in life, but for the difficulties and struggles we face, because these are the moments that allow us to practice resilience, patience, and wisdom. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This mindset allows us to transform negative situations into opportunities for growth. Stoicism teaches us that we can choose how to respond to every situation, no matter how challenging. By practicing gratitude for life's difficulties, we shift our mindset from one of frustration to one of opportunity. When we face setbacks, we begin to ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? What virtue can I cultivate through this experience? This is the essence of Stoic gratitude, taking ownership of our responses and finding value in every situation, no matter how uncomfortable it may seem at first. If we want to cultivate gratitude in our lives, we need to make it a daily practice. Stoic philosophers didn't just theorize about gratitude, they lived it. One simple but effective practice is to reflect on gratitude in the morning. Before getting caught up in the rush of the day, take a few moments to acknowledge the privilege of being alive, the opportunity to live another day, and the countless things you already have that you may take for granted. This simple act of pausing and reflecting can set the tone for a day full of mindfulness and appreciation. Another Stoic practice that cultivates gratitude is reflecting at the end of the day. This involves taking a few moments to look back on the day and reflect on what went well, what you learned, and what you're thankful for. Whether the day was filled with challenges or successes, taking time to acknowledge these moments helps to reinforce gratitude. This daily reflection becomes a powerful tool for shifting our focus away from what's missing and instead appreciating what we already have. One Stoic technique that can deeply enhance gratitude is called negative visualization. This practice involves imagining what your life would be like if you lost the things you value most: your health, your family, your job, your home. The idea is not to dwell on negativity, but to cultivate an awareness of how fortunate you are to have these things right now. By recognizing the transient nature of life, we begin to appreciate everything we have much more. Negative visualization is a profound reminder of the impermanence of life and encourages us to value what's truly important. Gratitude doesn't only apply to things, but to people too. One of the most profound aspects of Stoic gratitude is the way it shapes our relationships. Stoic thinkers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius often reflected on how important it is to appreciate the people in our lives. Even when others may frustrate us or challenge us, there is always something to be grateful for in them. Gratitude helps us focus on the positive qualities of others rather than their flaws. It shifts our perspective from criticism to appreciation, fostering more meaningful, harmonious relationships. Finally, practicing gratitude is one of the most effective ways to cultivate emotional mastery. In life, we can't control everything that happens, but we can control how we respond. When we make gratitude a consistent practice, we are less likely to be swept away by negative emotions. We learn to focus on what is good and valuable in our lives, and in doing so, we become less reactive to the things that are outside our control. Gratitude helps us build emotional resilience, the ability to remain calm and composed, even in the face of adversity. Ultimately, the practice of gratitude in Stoicism is about building a sense of inner peace. Stoics believe that true happiness comes not from external circumstances, but from our inner state. Gratitude helps us detach from the constant craving for more, helping us focus on what is already present in our lives. It helps us live in the present moment, appreciating life as it is, rather than always striving for something different or better. So, in conclusion, the practice of gratitude is not just about being thankful for the good things in life, but about transforming our relationship with everything that happens to us, both good and bad. By adopting a Stoic approach to gratitude, we train our minds to focus on what is truly important: our character, our relationships, and our response to life's challenges. In doing so, we cultivate peace, resilience, and wisdom. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in today's video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.